I'm sure you all know about the Drake Bell situation that occurred earlier this year, but did you know that Drake Bell recently had his own response video to all of it? He went full YouTuber apology video without tears and without like an animal nearby, so pretty amateurish work. And he just came forward saying that all of it's a lie or completely misleading. I want to make it clear, I'm not a fucking lawyer. I'm also not extremely knowledgeable on the Drake Bell case. So what you're about to see is just me kind of going through the response video and doing like a little bit of research on it, but nothing thorough. I'm not really like diving into the meat and potatoes of it. There's plenty of YouTubers that do know more about the case. For example, this video here was pretty informative. So just keep that in mind, alright? I'm not exactly coming in here as ace detective trying to get to the bottom of it. The victim in this situation seems 100% genuine, so I'm absolutely inclined to believe them 100% over Drake Bell. In his response video, there's a lot of things that he really fails to really capture the depth of what happened. There are some things that he completely just leaves out and spins in a different way. And I just wanted to make it clear, like when I go through the response video here, I don't know that much about like everything that happened. So just keep that in mind. All right. I've got some big news. Tiana just informed me Drake Bell may be innocent. He released a video today. He says that he never even changed his name to Drake Campagna. This is big. I don't know why he'd wait so long to say this. I feel like after you've been labeled Drake Campagna by the media for like 2 months, you might want to at least come forward within that time and be like, no, I actually didn't do that. All right, let's see.
Hi, I'm Drake Bell.
Hey, Drake.
Drake Campana.
Damn.
Soy Drake Bell. Yo no soy Drake Campana. A lot of the news that you've been hearing, well, most of the news that you've heard recently is entirely false and wrong. And I feel that you deserve and I owe you an explanation. I've never moved to Mexico. I've never been a resident or a citizen of Mexico. I don't have a Mexican passport. I didn't get arrested. I didn't go to jail.
Wait, what? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't get arrested. Wait, you were in court though. What was the court about then? He absolutely did get arrested. Right? Because he received child endangerment charges after being arrested and charged in Cleveland. Yeah, I've got it pulled up right here. The actor was arrested and charged in Cleveland earlier this month. Well, that was back in July. But I guess this could be a lie. I mean, I wasn't there to see the officers put his ass in cuffs or anything. I mean, it seems like a weird thing to make up about Drake Bell, of all people. Newsweek and Insider were the two that first ran with he changed his name to Drake Campagna. Not exactly reputable. Though he himself posted a picture on Instagram insinuating that he was moving to Mexico. Drake Bell also changed his Twitter handle to Drake Campagna.
I know that this has moved very quickly for you, but for me, it's been a 3-year thorough investigation into every false claim that has been made. And it's not me telling you that the claims are false, but the state of Ohio has proven the claims to be false.
And who is this Mr. Ohio?
True, my situation would be very
Can we trust him?
I would not be here at home with my wife and my son. Yet when I became aware of their age, all conversation and communication stopped. And this individual continued to come to shows and pay for meet and greets, and all while I was unaware that this was the same person I was communicating with online.
Hold on, let me check the sources on that as well. Because he pleaded guilty. Yeah, he pleaded guilty to felony attempted child endangerment and a misdemeanor charge of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. So let's just say all the claims were false. Everything they ever said about Drake Bell were false. Why would he plead guilty? I mean, I guess I could have offered him some kind of deal. But like, that's a hard thing to refute. Because he literally pleaded guilty to felony attempted child endangerment and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles, which I believe is dick pics. And then Bell states, I accept this plea because my conduct was wrong and I'm sorry the victim was harmed. It was not my intention. The victim, who is 19 now, spoke at length about the damage Bell has done, saying he began grooming her when she was 12. She said she initially felt loved and protected by him during online chats, and his messages became blatantly sexual after she turned 15. She says remarks made her feel uncomfortable, but she felt trapped because she idolized Bell. Woman said she and Bell exchanged explicit photos online and engaged in sexual conduct with her on several occasions, including at a concert in Cleveland at a hotel, and she called Bell a pedophile and a coward. Bell's attorney, Ian, said that there was no explicit photos or sexual conduct, and the inappropriate conduct that did occur were reflected in the charges Bell pled guilty to last month. Those charges were felony child endangerment and disseminating harmful material for juveniles. Yeah, the pink and blue walls is really making it hard to trust anything he says here, if I'm being honest. He harmed her eyeballs with his gross penor. You'd make a fantastic attorney, let me tell you what, Kaltros. Oh, here we go. The attempted endangering children charge relates to the concert where Bell violated his duty of care and created a risk of harm to the victim, Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office spokesperson Tyler said previously. What does that mean? Also, Cuyahoga is an intense name. That sounds like a goddamn, wrestler. Or like a barbarian. How do we know Megan isn't behind all of this? Can you imagine that fucking prank? Megan actually set all of this up. Comes into court and just slaps down the papers and calls him a boob. Although the trial already happened, there's already tons of memes of Drake's trial on YouTube. I didn't watch all of it, I watched a little of it, but it's pretty popular.
Not Drake and Bana. So they're...
They put a laugh track to it and everything. It's a very public trial. Pretty unlucky if you Drake Campagna. They got memed to death. This one, by far, the finest meme. I'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's fucking go! I'm still doing... While I play this, I'm going to do more research on the case, since Drake is saying it's all a lie.
My understanding, there's been a plea agreement reached where the defendant will plead guilty to count 1, attempted endangering children.
It just sounds like this guy needs to clear his throat. Can someone get this man a lozenge?
Mr. Bell, how old are you?
Currently 34.
How far did you go in school?
GED.
Are you presently under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Are you undergoing psychiatric treatment?
I mean, I've seen a psychologist. I don't know if that's psychiatric treatment. I wouldn't make mention of that, sorry.
Okay. You understand what we're doing here this afternoon?
Yeah, it just goes on like that for 5 minutes. It's pretty good. Also, to the guy that said you should watch the whole trial instead of 40% of it, bro, you're giving me way too much credit. I haven't watched 40% of it. I watched 5 minutes of a Nickelodeon spoof on it. So yeah, there's really no more elaboration on the violated duty of care statement, but it seems like there were no cock pictures. And it also doesn't seem like he did an EDP and sent a shit pic. There was no poopy pics exchanged either, from what I understand, so...
I want to make clear that there were no sexual images, nothing physical between me and this individual. I was not charged with anything physical. I was not charged with disseminating of photographs or images or anything like that.
That is true. I just looked that up.
Strictly over because of the messages. I felt that it was the best way to...
So did that 12-year-old girl design your house, Drake? What is going on here? I can't stop looking at the background. True.
Do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. I want to for sticking by me, and I love you. And I will see you soon.
All right. But I mean, yeah, pleading guilty to that stuff is still not good. So what was the sentencing then? Since he pled guilty, is it like probation or something? Because I don't see any follow-up on that. Yeah, it is probation. Never mind, I just found that follow-up. I don't know how I missed it. It's right there, it's probation. I love his explanation. Don't worry, I didn't send dick pics, but I did send sexually explicit text messages. Much better. Well, yeah, that, when you break it down, I guess that actually is the message. Those pink and blue walls are rough. 100%. His house is a gender reveal party. True.